False Cape State Park is one of Virginia's truly last wild places, a remote sliver of coastal wilderness where cars can't reach, cell service is spotty, and the sounds of traffic are replaced by the hush of wind, water, and birdsong. To get here, you first pass through Back Bay National Wildlife Refuge, then journey deeper by foot, bike, or like I did, a park-operated tram. What awaits at the end is not just scenic beauty, but the ghost of a lost community. Because tucked away within this remote landscape lies the silent story of Washwoods, a town founded by shipwreck survivors who built a life that battled the elements and ultimately vanished. I set out to explore the wild edge of Virginia Beach, a place where history and nature meet in a landscape that feels completely untouched. Our tour starts at the Back Bay National Wildlife Refuge, where the tram awaits you. You pass through incredible marshlands teeming with life, even if you can't always see it. We encountered a water moccasin crossing the trail in the first 10 minutes, a reminder that this place is truly wild and to always stay alert when you're on the trails.
Yeah.
The tram winds through sandy roads and tree-lined passages. Along the route, our guide shared stories of both wildlife and human history, including how the park got its name. Early settlers believed that they had reached Cape Henry, only to realize later that they were further south, hence False Cape. Our first stop is at the False Cape Visitor Center. Outside, you'll find something unexpected: the skull of a juvenile humpback whale, recovered from a nearby beach. It likely died from a collision with a shipping vessel, a somber reminder of the park's connection to the open sea. There are places to sit and relax, as well as bathrooms and picnic areas. Inside the center, you'll find walls filled with facts about the park, alongside a gift shop selling cold drinks, snacks, and some camping gear. There's also a small exhibit dedicated to the Washwoods historic site. While I was there, a binder on display showcased the houses that once stood in the area. After exploring the center, we continued on with our journey. As we moved through the terrain, the pines gave way to live oaks, a species native to the coastal areas and known for thriving in sandy soil. While there weren't many blooming flowers yet, the textures of sand, pine, and marsh offered a quiet kind of beauty. To reach Washwoods, we dismount from the tram and take a short trail into the forest. We pass native sassafras and holly trees, and the ground gradually turns white with sand as you near the dunes. After a short half-mile hike, we arrived at the first of the ruins. The first settlers of Washwoods were from early shipwrecks in the 17th or 18th century. Shipwrecks were common as this section of the East Coast was called the graveyard of the Atlantic. They used the timber from wrecked ships to build their homes. By the early 1900s, Washwoods was home to 2 life-saving stations, a grocery store, 2 churches, and a school. Around 300 people lived here, working as fishermen, farmers, hunting guides, and coast guards. Life was isolated and harsh, with the ocean on one side and Marsh Bay on the other. The community eventually faded after 2 back-to-back hurricanes devastated the area in the 1930s. Today, all that remains are the remnants of the church steeple and the cemetery. Because wildflowers are scarce here, locals use shells to line the graves. It's a natural way to decorate the sites and to also help prevent sand erosion. Today, the Washwood site is one of Virginia's most haunting and beautiful historic remnants, accessible only to those willing to make the journey. After a short return hike back to the tram, we continued on. The next stop was on the bay side, a peaceful area ideal for bird watching. There's an osprey nest beside the pier and a house for swallows. The ranger let us walk around while sharing insights into the geography of the bay. She explained that Cedar Island and Big Island are part of a delicate chain of barrier islands that buffer the mainland from storms. These islands shift constantly with the wind and the tides, changing slightly each season. Back Bay itself is a unique freshwater bay, separated from the saltwater Atlantic Ocean by these same barrier islands, making it a rare and vital coastal habitat. This area also includes a campground, with a canoe dock and a visitor's house available to rent. After spotting some wildlife, we hopped back on the tram for the return to the Back Bay Visitor Center.
This building over here, for those of you wondering, fragmite is controlled at a time because it has invaded just about every waterway in the United States.
The tour ends here, but there's more to explore. Just beyond the center is a seaside trail that leads to the beach. I decided to check it out, as it was only a 10-minute walk, and there's a matted walkway so you don't have to trudge through the sand. It also helps protect the habitat by keeping visitors off sensitive terrain. Because this beach is part of the Refuge, swimming isn't allowed, but walking and wildlife observation are encouraged. I did just that, taking time to enjoy the peaceful rhythm of the ocean before heading back to my car. There's something rare about Falls Cape and Back Bay. It's not just the difficulty of getting here, it's the feeling once you arrive. The quiet, the weight of history, the sense that you're standing in one of the few remaining wild places along the East Coast. Whether you're here for the birds, the beach, or the ghost town in the woods, Falls Cape rewards the effort. It doesn't shout, it whispers in the wind. And sometimes that's exactly what you need. A reminder that if you have a taste for solitude, for stories, and untamed nature, this is your place. So until the next video, stay curious and keep exploring.